Hi everybody, this is Arbutus, and this is Outer Wilds. Welcome back. So, last episode was pretty crazy. I decided to just throw caution to the wind and do some exploring. We found our way into the center of Dark Bramble, and it was a nightmare. It was full of giant anglerfish drifting through space, but we did find Feldspar, the original explorer, the original astronaut here from Timberhearth, and he seemed to be enjoying it over there. One of the things he did mention fairly clearly was the core of Giant's Deep. Let's get up here and pull up our map. And we're going to target Giant's Deep, and we're going to close the map. Great. Definitely mentioned a lot of what's going on Giant's Deep. Getting to the core, protecting ourselves via jellyfish from electricity. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to get on in here. That's what we're going to do first. I'm going to try to land on Giant's Deep and see what I can see, even from the surface. We know that there is, or from within the atmosphere, I should say, beneath this cloud layer. I'm gonna get going here. Whew, and we did it. I was not sure how far beneath the cloud all this stuff was. It's pretty nerve-wracking flying into that cloud cover. So we know that there are anglerfish. We know that there are electrical storms beneath the oceans here. So you know what? I'm just going to come in somewhere and start exploring. See what all we can find. Looks like this may be a planet with a real atmosphere. What's going on over there? That island's floating? Or this island's floating? Well, that doesn't make things any easier. Oh, hello. Ghost matter all over this planet. So let's get this out. We're gonna do photo mode. Hey, look who we found. Gabbro on the flutes. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. The first solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, a time loop makes sense. Cool. You're taking this pretty well. Right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences, and I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. Looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell the time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfels and asking if they'd died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfels about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop replay back to me. Pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like I had seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with this statue as well. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of this time loop. So, no glowing statue, no time loop awareness? I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me. But hey, this is your first solo voyage, kind of. Let's talk about you, you know? How's space treating you? Oh, well, that's big news, but it makes sense. We knew there was a working memory statue here. I wasn't sure if Gabbro would have found it yet. I found something. Nice, what you got for me? Okay. I found out the source of the time loop. Whoa. Wait, whoa, really? The Nomai carved out the Ash Twin and built a time loop device inside? That is wild. Now, we know what's causing the loop then, and if it's caused by a device, that must mean it had to be switched on, right? Huh. Hey, what do you think would happen if you turned off the time loop? Like, there's a part of me that thinks maybe you shouldn't, what with the sun blowing up and all. Then again, who wants to spend an eternity being blown up by the sun? I don't know, I'm no time loop expert. I'm just going to sit here and ponder the intricacies of time and space. Maybe take a nap, too, if I feel like it. Alright. That is, good stuff. Just identifying this signal here. If you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you, I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. So memories could be sent back in time? I guess that makes sense, considering we both have our memories of every loop we've gone through. Wait, then it's just our memories being sent back in time to us, right? Then are we really experiencing multiple time loops or not? That's pretty deep. Like, maybe our consciousnesses have been through all these loops, but maybe our bodies haven't, because technically the loops never happened. Meaning we're receiving memories of things that will never happen to us. Cool, huh? It's a good point, Gabbro. Alright, let's talk to him about... I found out what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop? For real? Did you figure out why? Yeah, they overpowered it. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. Pretty surprised that Nomai built something that actually broke. Come to think of it, though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. Yeah. Let's see, where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That would be pretty nuts. I hope it's not lonely. I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it. I got you. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for the land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You've seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up... What's up with this planet? Haha, I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You've seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. How's space treating you? Where should I explore on Giant's Deep? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. What else? What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the only one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway. You'll see. Cool, cool. Take it easy out there. Alright. That was a lot of stuff. I am really glad to have somebody to talk to about this whole time loop business, especially such a chiller as Gabbro. He seems to know his stuff and is also fairly cool. I guess this isn't the island with the statue on it. Also, you know, he raised some of the questions that I've been having too, like whether or not this is a real time loop. Obviously, it is only our memories being sent back in time. So, you know, his kind of metaphysical questions about whether or not the stuff is actually happening to us is important. But, you know, what is existence beyond consciousness? If we remember it and experienced it, it may as well have happened. If it's being recorded, you know, these time loops really did happen. And I think that is something along the lines of what the Nomai were thinking as well. That, wow, we really don't have much juice on this world. This is a heavy planet, almost 2 times gravity. I think that's the entire theory behind the Nomai statue, or the memory statues. I think the Nomai built them because they knew that this would take multiple tries, and they didn't want to destroy the solar system. They knew it would take multiple tries, and they knew they only had one shot. So it makes sense that they came up with a solution like this. Oh, alright. The whole island is being launched into space now. I wonder if it's going to come back down. Or we may have to explore this another time. Alright, there is the ghost matter. Hey, we're back on the planet. Oh, jeepers. Boy, oh boy. Oh my god. You good? Still just chilling in the hammock after all that? Still just chilling in the hammock even while we're underwater. Okay. Our ship did stay attached though. That's good. And I think we're going to have to fly to our next island because this planet is fucking insane. So let's try to get out of here. What is going on? What happened? Oh, did I hit a tree? Alright, yeah, I hit a tree. Fair enough. So, we can also see a couple of the counter-rotating tornadoes. Here's a bunch going the right way, for instance, and there's one turning counterclockwise. So that's all going to be important. Wow. That is a big ol' honker over there. Let's see. What do we have here? A piece of dark bramble. And, you know, we knew that there were electrical storms in the center of this planet somewhere. Excuse me. We know that there's storms here. We've seen them from the probe tracking station. We've seen them from the probe tracking station, where the probes seem to be inside Giant's Deep. And we're not going to be able to get through there until we can deal with ghost matter, which I'm assuming will be coming later. So the fact that we found one of these jellyfishes here on Dark Bramble or here on Giant's Deep, I mean, is a great sign. But of course, we actually know these things are native here. The one we found on Dark Bramble came from here and was even implied to be as such. But there's nothing to do here. Vitals low, ghost matter. Oh, I see. That's how we're doing this. Alright. I think I got tossed into the ghost matter from a giant cyclone. Well, that was a very informative loop. We really picked up a lot of information there. I find it very, very interesting that Gabbro is aware of what's going on. I think that's going to be important. It's really good to have someone else in the universe here who knows what we're dealing with. So, let's get our spacesuit on. And we are going back to Giant's Deep. What is this? Oh, right. Okay. Up we go. Giant's Deep, right here. We're just gonna zip on over. And it's moving away from us, huh? Alright, now we're on track. Got a quantum moon in orbit too, and the shuttle, or the probe launch station, is flying apart, as it is wont to do. I'm going to try to come in a little easier here this time. God, this planet's a frickin' mess with all those tornadoes. Last time I did have a little trouble slowing down just because of the gravity here, so we're going to start dropping our speed nice and high up. Still 2 kilometers away, 1 kilometer away. 1.5. 1 kilometer up. Passing through the clouds, and here we are. Sweet. So, here is the campfire. This is the original island I was exploring. And here is the research lab that's up here, the orbital cannon construction yard. And let's see, this thing will get us down here and should allow our ship to kind of stay locked in place. I bet that's what's going on with this field. And we're back in Nomai Ruins. Cool. It means there's going to be more lore to explore, more stuff to figure out about these mysterious ancients. What have we here? What are these things? Dead Nomai. So, I mean, obviously they're the tornadoes. Are these two things identical? No, they're showing different movement. So, look, all of these things are going clockwise. And no, these are going clockwise too, and anti-clockwise. Okay, I don't know what those are. We ain't gonna worry about it. Aha! I'm guessing the scroll references the probe cannon, which is what we're looking at here. It's got those 3 rooms. I explored all 3 of those, I believe, while I was up there. Saba, this is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Daz, are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. Cassava, if I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Daz, if I know my brother Avens and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Aha. And, Avens up on the ship, Avens up on the cannon had the same theory and decided to roll with it. And they still managed to tear the thing apart with a full power launch. So, let's see. Can head along here, some Nomai statues, or maybe just rocks strung out around there. What happens if I would go underwater like this? Cool, still have access. This was allowing them to explore, or to build on all sides of everything here. Some roots sticking out the bottom of the islands. Nothing too much, but I hear a hurricane coming, which making me very nervous. Alright, here's the schematic. We have probe control, probe launch, probe module. Oh, is this a, yeah, this is protection. I see. So this just kind of keeps us safe during the periods of absolute destruction that come around. And here we go. Oof. Oh me, oh my. Okay, put this away. I think we're more or less back to normal here. Control module projection stone. I have bad news, Avens. Yara says there is a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope they're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. 5 minutes, 16 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched from the cannon. So much for shutting that down. And this is back up to the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we are. just what I expected. We've seen both sides of that pool now, which is pretty cool. And we're going to go ahead and get over to the other side here. Bear with me. What have we over here? A couple more logs. And another dead Nomai. Brittle Hollow projection stone. Interesting. Really interesting. Nothing else over on this side, huh? Okay, back around we go. So, what were these people doing with Brittle Hollow? Let's try to think about that. They were obviously in touch with the Black Hole Forge. We know that much. And I'm assuming a couple of these people came from the Hanging City to do their research here. But what exactly was going on between those two worlds? Cassava, Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at the Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Awesome. So, and let's see, this must just be to the Southern Observatory, which is where the projection pool is on Brittle Hollow, and it's probably talking about the currents. Yes, excellent. We can see that experiment there. And looking at my notes, it looks like counterclockwise rotation is how you get down. So let's see if our ship survived that first toss. Yes, it looks like it did. It's still over there. Let's see if we can get back before another hurricane comes. I don't hear one, so we should be okay. And we've checked out. Okay, so there is no oxygen on this world. That's good to know. Got our tornado lockdown stations there. And let's get out of here. Let's throw ourselves to the wolves, as it were, and check out a counterclockwise rotation. And we've got our clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. These all seem to be clockwise. There's one. There it is. Shall we? Yep, that goes straight down. And we're through the currents. Ship log updated. Giant's Deep. Okay. Now, we're down here. I do believe there's anglerfish around that I want to avoid because they scare me very bad. And we can't get through these electrical storms unless we have the help of one of these guys right here. Electrical systems damaged. Okie dokes. Let's get out. This is pretty bad. Where's the electrical stuff? Over here. Good, good, good. We're gonna get this going. Alright, I probably shouldn't have touched the shocky jellyfish, but I have heard that this stuff is good for electrical protection, which is not what we just got from it. So let's see. Can we find one that's not charged right now? Do they discharge as they approach the surface? Do they create a safe spot as they dip down in there? That guy's really getting shocked. Nothing about that implies safety to me. But is the bell of these things safe, maybe? We're right under that northern pole, are we not? So what, these things just kind of come up and down and sink and rise? Well, well, well. Don't see any lightning on this particular portion. No good, no good, no good. Back out we go. Let's find our way to the electrical. Okay, we're back online. So we need to figure out something else here. Do I need to be out of my ship, perhaps? Don't really want to just leave this here. So I'm gonna hop back in, gonna try to make our way over to one of these and see if, like, hiding in it with my body is gonna have any better luck. Really the only hints I have here are that these things are supposed to protect me from electricity. So, you know what? As always, we're gonna throw caution to the wind. This all looks very bad. Is this just gonna murder me? I wanna try to swim up inside this thing. Good. Very cool. And it's coming down around me. Cool. Good timing on this guy. And we are up in the bell. Can't see shit. But I do believe we're still falling. And we're getting closer. Yep, I can hear it. I can hear it. We're getting closer. Where are we? There. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. We're through it. Go. Can I drop out of it now? Oh, we're in. We are in. And what have we found here? Please don't be any giant anglerfish. That's all I ask, really. What is this? Coral? Some kind of coral? Aha! And here's the piece of the ship module that ended up getting sucked down instead of launched into space. So let's get in here and see what we can see. I'm almost certain that they rebuilt this piece because all three were present on the completed design. Wow. Yes, okay. So this is the piece of the ship that we saw that was busted, right? Okay. Let's learn what we can here. I have the feeling we're getting sort of lowish on time. Giants deep with the cannon in orbit. No real information to be had there. Giants deep with the cannon in orbit. Wait, it's showing us something else. What is that? These are the trajectories that it's firing at. These are those trillions and trillions and trillions of cycles. Wait. It found it. It found the eye of the universe. It's hit it. way, way, way outside our solar system. But it has been found. It hit the eye of the universe. Receiving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9,372. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9354. It found it. The Nomai actually found it. But the cycle is still going on. What is this? I'm writing this down, making a quick note here. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink. Doink, 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 doink. Okay. What are we looking at? Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. So we've got an L on its side. We've got a cross with the top piece. And we've got sort of an unfinished figure 8. Well, that is some good information. I don't know why, but I know we're gonna need that. Did we find a way to launch? I haven't seen anywhere to input coordinates yet. Launch module. Maybe this will tell us a little something about that. Mallow, imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Got nothing else to say about that. And hello, little buddy. This one we have seen on Ash, or from Ash Twin. We know that the memory statue here is active. I don't have any way to interact with this. I was hoping to kind of claim it for my own, but no such luck. Yes, here we are in the Ash Twin project. We know all about that place. Let's see if they had anything to say about that. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Raimi is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital cannon well? We are. The probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other hand, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the eye of the universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. They were obviously all planning on being alive for this. Launch module. Yeah, here we are back in orbit. This is the busted up launch module, which is probably where we would have had the ability to input coordinates and that sort of thing. Now I wonder, is this... I think this was a launch module that they had to rebuild because it fell into the center of the planet, obviously. Oh god, this is going to be tricky. Okay, alright, we made it. Let's get back out there. Well, what is this? Oh, this is water filling up the airlock, of course. Is there anything else to do in here? I mean, we have the coordinates. Is there even a way out of here? What is this stuff? Yeah. Ow, what the hell? Alright. Let's see if there's a way out of here. we would be looking for the dangly tentacles of a jellyfish if we were to be able to get out of here. But I'm not seeing those anywhere. Aha! This one's just coming down. Right? Yeah. And that shocking up there means that... What's going on? What's going on with my controls? There we go. Alright, get us back up in the bell here before things go super south. Oh no. Alright, whew. We made it. That was close. That was pretty close there. Almost collided with the energy barrier. Cool. Extremely cool. So we're just gonna let this guy move on past us. Sweet. Oh boy. Alright, there's the ship. Here's the ship. We're coming for you, little ship. See, like, what's going on? Uh-oh. That's the end of that. Ship has survived, though. Wow. Well, we really did learn a lot here. Is there any reason to go back to the orbital cannon? That I don't know. We made it. But we're not going to survive for long. Here's the teleporter to Giant's Deep. Whew. The whole sky just lights up. Oh man, that's cool. Let's get out. I don't care about how my ship is parked. The universe is ending. Oh yeah, things get dark when the sun goes out. Oh, and that's that. Alright, well. That was an extremely informative one. After a couple episodes where we were just getting kind of mismatched pieces of evidence, that really put things into perspective. The Nomai found the Eye of the Universe. And that probe tracking module is where that data is stored. How did it get... I mean, I know how it got to the bottom of the ocean, but why is that the probe tracking module that actually has the information? I mean, the one on the orbital cannon is busted, but why does the one in the ocean also have it? I guess it was still sending and receiving signals, is my only guess. Obviously, it must have been. But that was very, very curious. The Eye of the Universe, and we're starting to make some pretty big connections here as well. Probe cannon. Was the rumor? Gabbro sees a bright flash. Yeah, we figured that out the other way around. Gabbro found a Nomai statue on another island. The eyes had started glowing, and Gabbro saw their memories flash before their eyes. Gabbro remembers dying. Gabbro and I seem to be the only ones aware that we're in a time loop. One of the islands on Giant's Deep has a Nomai statue on the beach, just like the one Gabbro brought back to Timberhearth. Statue Island is the one with two islands connected by a natural rock arch. The one and only Hearthian village. Yeah. So, what else was some of the new stuff? Let's see. Ocean depths. Here we are. The ocean is surprisingly calm beneath the current. Some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet's core. I passed through the electric barrier and reached the coral forest at the core. Any new information here? Seed is much bigger on the inside. We have experienced that firsthand. Okie dokes. Nomai detected a quantum signal. Oh, that's right. Another shard of the quantum moon. That could be very interesting. And Statue Island I still haven't been to. The ocean's depths we have been to. Launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact. Ah, here's a bunch of new information. The orbital probe cannon has launched thousands of probes. On the 9,354th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. The probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe. But the projection pool is still intact. There's more to explore here. Okay, well, we're gonna need to get back there for sure. Was there more to explore here? I can never remember. No, we figured that out. Interloper, definitely more to explore. At the Nomai shuttle. Huh. But that shuttle, we can also access from Ember Twin. We can get it from the cannon there. Sun Station. It would be nice to be able to get there. That's a tricky place to fly to with its proximity to the sun. And everything about the quantum moon. Well, I guess that's it for this cycle. That was a big one. We now know the location of the Eye of the Universe. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.